The black court inside San Francisco's Chase Center is bracing for its most dramatic day yet. After 2 days of fierce rallies, emotional swings, and shocking collapses, the 2025 Laver Cup has arrived at its final chapter. Team Europe, normally the dominant force in this competition, finds itself pushed to the edge of defeat. A daunting scoreboard reads 3-9 in favor of Team World, and the Europeans now face the nearly impossible task of pulling off one of the greatest comebacks in Laver Cup history if they want to keep hold of the trophy. At the heart of this uphill battle stands Carlos Alcaraz. Only a fortnight ago, the 22-year-old Spaniard was celebrated in New York after clinching his sixth Grand Slam crown at the U.S. Open. Now, rather than bask in glory, he must carry the weight of an entire continent on his shoulders. His first assignment on this decisive Sunday is not singles, but doubles, where he teams up with Norway's Casper Ruud. Together, they will go head-to-head against Americans Alex Michelsen and Riley Opelka, two towering players whose raw power and booming serves perfectly capture the newfound confidence of Team World. The equation for Europe could not be clearer. Every match on the final day is worth 3 points. That means if Alcaraz and Ruud stumble in the opener, Team World will already be on 12 points, just a single match away from victory. Europe's hopes of survival would then be virtually extinguished. Conversely, if the Europeans strike first, they spark a flicker of belief that could transform into momentum. For Alcaraz, the doubles encounter carries an even more personal weight. On Saturday, he suffered a stunning defeat at the hands of Taylor Fritz, falling 6-3, 6-2. It was his first loss since Wimbledon and one that left him visibly shaken. The reigning world number one suddenly looked vulnerable, an unfamiliar sight. Sunday, therefore, is more than just an opportunity to earn points. It is a chance for Alcaraz to re-establish himself as the man who thrives when the pressure is most suffocating. Everything starts again tomorrow, he told reporters after his loss, brushing off suggestions that he might be exhausted after such a demanding season. I'll fight for my team until the very last point. His partner, Casper Ruud, plays a very different role. Soft-spoken and understated, the Norwegian has long been considered one of the most reliable figures in the Laver Cup. Time and again, he has delivered clutch performances when Europe needed them most. Yet partnering with Alcaraz thrusts him into a new spotlight. Their pairing, untested in official competition until now, will need instant chemistry if they are to outlast Michelsen and Opelka. It is not simply about technique, but about trust, about synchronizing their rhythms and complementing each other's strengths under crushing expectations. The crowd inside Chase Center is expected to amplify every moment. American fans are eager to see history, sensing their team is on the brink of confirming a shift in the balance of power. European supporters, meanwhile, cling to the hope that their brightest star can ignite a comeback from near ruin. For both sides, the emotions swirling through the arena will be electric. Doubles has always been the wild card of the Laver Cup. Matches are often decided by inches, by a sudden reflex volley at the net, by a perfectly timed poach, or by a daring lob when everything seems lost. Sunday's clash is no different. On one side, Opelka's mammoth serve and Michelsen's fearless aggression will bring relentless force. On the other, Alcaraz's creativity and flair must blend seamlessly with Ruud's rock-steady baseline consistency. The contrast could not be sharper. Brute strength versus subtle finesse, raw aggression against polished variety. Alcaraz himself has admitted that doubles requires a different mindset. It forces you to trust someone else completely, he said earlier in the week. That trust will now be tested to the limit. Holding serve will be paramount, as will the ability to seize any slim opportunity on return. If the Europeans succeed, they buy themselves another chance, another breath of life. If they falter, the curtain comes down on the contest. Beyond the players, the two captains add another layer of drama. Team Europe's Yannick Noah, ever emotional and magnetic, demands spirit and fire from his men. His energy on the bench often translates into a charge on the court. Across the net, Team World's Andre Agassi embodies a different philosophy, measured, calm, and deliberate. He has urged his players to embrace the underdog role, reminding them that Europe has always been the favorite. That narrative has shifted this year, and his squad has carried themselves with newfound swagger throughout the weekend. The mathematics of the competition underline the pressure. A doubles victory would push Team World to 12 points, leaving them just one win away from sealing their second consecutive triumph. Europe, on the other hand, cannot afford even a single misstep. The doubles is not just the first match of the day. It is the line between survival and collapse. And so, as the players prepare to step onto the black court, the stakes stretch far beyond the scoreline. For Team Europe, it is about identity, about proving they can still summon dominance when everything seems lost. For Team World, it is about validation, about proving that their 2024 victory was not a fluke, but the start of a new era. The energy of the crowd, the weight of history, and the contrasting styles on court will combine to make this showdown more than just a doubles rubber. What unfolds in the opening match will ripple through the rest of the day. A European victory would plant the seed of hope and perhaps rattle the composure of Team World. A world triumph, however, would all but confirm the changing of the guard. The 2025 Laver Cup's final day is not merely about points. It is about legacy, momentum, and the fragile line between despair and triumph.